Welcome to Midnight Mule FPL. I'm Midnight Mule and this is the video for Game Week 28 where I show you my team and my transfer plans. But before we do that, let's see who did well in Game Week 27. Top scorer in the Midnight Mule Mini-league was Ben Smith with macaroni cheese. And I keep laughing when I say that. I've not seen a team called that before. Very good. With a score of 93. And that was managed with Colwell for 14, Captain Salah 12, Kluivert 10, Visser 9, Reyes 6, Alexander-Arnold 6, Embremo 5, Muniz 4, and then the assistant manager was played with Glasner for 20. So this was a long time ago, wasn't it? And then also on the bench, Gabriel Mikolenko for 13 points. But it doesn't matter because he got such a high score anyway. Top of our league is still Yusuf Irake with Atomic with 55 points. And that was managed with Captain Salah for 12, Kluivert for 10, Trent for 6, Rodgers for 7, Mikolenko for 6. And on the bench, Milenkovic for 5. As for me, I'm down in 375th with 61 points. However, I took a hit, so it's really more like 57 points. I took out Becker and Rodgers, they both blank in 29, and brought in two West Ham players, Areola and Bowen. Now, the two I brought in actually scored one fewer point, and with the hit, that means I was 5 points worse off for making the move this game week. But these things happen, and it's just a game. So, my 57 points, or 61, depends on your viewpoint, was managed with Captain Salah for 12, João Pedro for 8, Bowen for 6, and then all my boys at the back scored. Areola's 6, Trent 6, Gvardiol 7, and Gabriel 7. And then on my bench, the perfect bench. Look at that. Zeros across the board. Very nice. And none of those players were flagged. They got 0. Albeit 2 of them didn't play. So 61 points, but I got a -4. The game week rank was within the top 3 million. So the smallest of green arrows, but it's still a green, so that's nice. I hardly moved, but it's nice to see another green. I'm currently 39 points the wrong side of 1 million, but I'm nearer to 50k than 50k is to top. So that's nice. Interesting to see how the ranks are completely stretched out there. Thank you very much to everyone who watches these videos and likes, subscribes, leaves comments. But most of all, just watches it. There's an awful lot of FPL content out there, so the fact that anyone watches this is really nice. There's a website I like to look at, FPL Gameweek. Lots of interesting stats and all sorts on there. But they also have a content creators league that I like to look at. And Praz is currently top fella there. I like him. Harry's down in 5th. Ben is 6th. And I saw Ben on a video yesterday. I think it was Chasing Green Arrows might have been. And he's intending next game week to sell Salah and then go the rest of the season without Salah, except for when he free hits. He says he's going to do that, but will he? But the thing is, generally, he does do very well in this game. So I guess there's a chance he knows what he's doing. And then Oscar's currently down in 7th FPL Focal. I'm currently all the way down in 73rd and a massive 29 points behind Heisenberg, who's 11 points behind Adam from above average, who's a further 5 points rather, behind Gianni. Now my transfer options, I've got 2, possibly even 3 different contenders. The first one is to just roll. So although I do have Kuna who's not playing, obviously he's banned for a while, if I roll and I have 2 free transfers next game week, I could perhaps do a little bit more on something slightly different. Now I see there's a lot of people online saying they are going to roll, but their reason for doing it is they're going to bring in Haaland next game week. I have no intention of bringing in Haaland. So although the extra information would be useful, I don't yet know if I'm going to do this or not. I genuinely don't know what I'm going to do. Option number 2, simply swap Kuna and bring in Chris Wood. Now other options I have considered is, for example, bringing in Muniz either in addition to this or instead of this. Then I was thinking, okay, if I bring in Muniz and it's a hit, that's a -4, and he's not playing next game week, it's a blank. Is he going to outscore with his 2 nice fixtures, 28 and 30, more than, say, another defender who does play the 3 game weeks? So I probably won't bring in Muniz, but I have seriously considered it. My team has it lined up at the moment. I currently have Salah wearing the old mule hat, and I can't see that moving. He's at home to Southampton with his mate Trent. I have Palmer at home to Leicester. He's the vice-captain. I have Bowen at home to Newcastle with his mate Areola in goal. I've got João Pedro at home to Fulham. Bit of a minute's risk, but I'm going to start him anyway. And I've got Gvardiol and Foden away to Nottingham Forest. Now, that's the early kickoff. There's a remote chance I get some team news leaked. If it turns out Foden's either on the bench or even not in the squad, perhaps I'll make a change involving him. But I really don't know at the moment. And then Gabriel away to Man United with his mate Nwaneri, and then Isak away to West Ham. So on my bench, I have the other West Ham goalkeeper, so I should have West Ham covered there. And I've got Robinson away to Brighton, O'Shea away to Palace, and then Kuna, who doesn't even play. As for the background image, it was 92 years ago today, on March 7th, 1933, that the game Monopoly was first patented in America. So it didn't used to have a top hat, it used to have an old mule hat as one of the counters, and the boot was an old workman's boot. And over the years they changed it, of course. But there's a picture of the original set. And there we have it. What happened in Game Week 27 and my plans for Game Week 28. I suspect I'm going to get a small green or a small red this game week. Next game week I'm feeling a little bit exposed, to be fair, because I know some managers are free hitting, and the 11 players I can put out, some of them really aren't great. And then the week after, I'm in a lot of trouble as well. But 1 week at a time, let's see what happens. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a fun weekend. Cheers. Bye.